What time is it?
Party time. Hello Zelda Universe fans!
Hey.
Or watchers.
Yeah, viewers!
Don't want to be presumptuous!
Because maybe you don't actually like Zelda and you just love us.
Oh,
not possible.
welcome to another mailbag of
Mailbag.
tangents and questions, and occasionally answers.
Occasionally.
Decisive or indecisive, who can tell?
Maybes. First question, Alice X Marie asks, do you have any theories for Zelda Wii U? Question mark. What would you like to see and where would it fit on the timeline? Question mark.
Oh my.
Well, we sort of did cover this a little bit.
Yeah, we started to touch on, like, we read some theories about Wii U Zelda. I believe the question was
about the
how big could it be?
timelines. And there was also something about where would it fit on the timeline. So we've done a little bit of theorising about the new, like, the Wii U version of Zelda and where it'll be and what it'll be.
And how wonderful it will be. Things that I would like to see. Puzzles, dungeons, monsters.
And
Epona.
weapons that up. Oh, horse again.
Epona!
Yeah, okay.
I love Epona.
Now I have
so much.
Now I have desires.
Not creepy ones, just girl ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were theories about the timelines merging, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
I think it could be interesting.
I don't think it needs to happen.
It could be sad.
I don't think it needs to be this coming Zelda, but I would like to see that in a Zelda game at some point.
Yeah, because...
It's just different.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, just because the timelines get merged does not mean
That they
have to
merged.
stay merged.
Not at all.
Like, anything is possible.
The other thing that we personally want is adult Link.
Oh yeah.
For reasons.
Damn. Yep.
None of this kid Link stuff.
Girl reasons. Oh, it's hot in here.
It actually literally is hot in here.
Really. People have commented about wanting a more mature Link, so let's just round him up to 30 years old and then we'll be good to go.
In a completely non-lady reasons way, I find it easier to relate to adult characters because I'm an adult and because I don't often think that children are written well.
See, Link doesn't talk.
Yeah, but even still, just...
Yeah.
Like, if they're gonna put things like romance and stuff like that, and a kid can't really have that. So I think that's another reason for adult Link, because then you can have more adult themes and not in a violent or gross way, just in a has real feels way.
And we don't need it to be like adult, because I don't think I could I don't think my brain could process that. I'd just be like, what just happened? But like just adult themes as in loss, sadness,
and actually
emotions.
Yeah.
Jonathan S. asked us 3 days ago, do you think that Sheik is sort of like the Green Ranger, showing up at random and playing music, question mark?
We do.
Yes.
We love this question because we don't know where it came from, but it's amazing.
But it's fantastic and I support it. I support you, Jonathan S.
And your question abilities, they are fabulous.
Yes. Yeah, I think there's nothing more we need to say.
Yeah, just yes.
Yeah.
Ethan Anderson asks us, what's your favourite handheld Zelda game companion?
At first I was going to go for my favourite one for personality, and then I was like, no. No, my favourite is that witch girl whose name I can't even remember from A Link Between Worlds, because...
she's never there!
Yes! She doesn't get in the way or annoy me or do anything, and it's good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, we like Navi, and no one else likes Navi, and we say this like every other video. But some of the other companions, like Fee, recent companions, we haven't liked so much. So it's kind of nice to have a companion that's not there, not in your way, and you just play the game.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the other reason I like Navi is because she told you what the monsters were called, and that was cool little bit of lore, bit of background, bit of world building, which isn't in anything else ever. So whatever, I don't need you companions. Except maybe Midna.
Bring Navi back.
Yeah, Navi represent. Artemis Stalhoff, or is it Artemus? I met a Greek man once who was like, his name was Artemis, and I was like, Artemis, isn't that the goddess of hunting? He was like, no, it's Artemus. I'm a man. I was like, okay, whatever. So, Artemis or Artemus Stalhoff asked us, will there ever be another game inside of the child timeline? I mean, Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess, and presumably, correct me if I spelled that wrong. You wrote presumably, it is presumably.
That is the new word.
Corrected. You did ask me to. Four Swords Adventure were awesome. I just want to know, did Link ever find Navi or not? That's a different question. Or another adventure after Majora's Mask a few months later in another land. Or another adventure after Twilight Princess before Four Swords Adventure. I really want another one.
We get the feeling you might kind of want another one.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. I don't know anyone at Nintendo.
And if we did know, we wouldn't be able to tell you, because we don't know where you live and we wouldn't be able to kill you afterwards.
Yeah.
As is protocol.
Yeah. But. Yeah, those suggestions are interesting. I don't think I'd like to see another Majora's Mask because it would just... There's other ways to fit links into new adventures and it just starts to feel a little forced.
Yeah. And
that guy, he has had a tough life. Let him have a childhood.
Lives.
Yeah, he's had tough lives. I would like to see Twilight Princess Link do some more stuff.
Yep.
Turn into a wolf and junk.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yep.
I dig wolf.
Yep, dig wolf. Then that brings us back into real Midna back. This just has too many variables in it for us to answer, I believe. But yeah, why not? Do we think there will be another game inside the child timeline? There is so much steam left in Zelda that I think it will happen
the chances
eventually.
are more likely to happen than not, because there are many years ahead of making games.
Yeah.
So yes. Zach Archer, we like your questions, Zach. Please ask more. You're a good question asker person.
And I like your icon.
Says, I don't know if I asked this last time and I don't care. Well, we don't know either and we don't care. Do you think that Zelda literally turned herself into a male Sheikah or is just dressed up? I prefer the idea that she has become a male Sheikah just because that seems more like an act of desperation to hide from Ganondorf than let's play dress-ups. Yee! Lol. We kind of disagree a lot.
Zachary. I presume your name is Zachary.
You were doing so well, Zach.
No. I used to think that Sheik was a dude, but I've changed my mind. Link was in the Sacred Realm for 7 years. Zelda was in hiding with Impa and the other Sheikah the entire time.
Yeah.
This 7 years, that's a long time to get some muscles and
to train
get some moves and to train. I mean, she's living with this warlike people that live and they're ninjas in the desert.
Yeah.
I think that she has her own real muscles and
I have no doubt that you would get that strong doing that for 7 years.
Yeah. And Sheik is ostensibly like a dude. She's pretending to be a dude. But that is fine. People have done that many times in history.
It's very common. And it also, like, she is trying to hide from, like, Ganondorf. So why wouldn't you perceive to be a different gender? That's a great way of tricking someone.
Yeah.
Like, he's looking for a lady, why not be a fella?
Yeah. But I think that I prefer the character of Sheik if it's actually really entirely 100% Zelda the entire time, because it just makes her way more awesome. Who would have changed her?
Or is it a temporary change, just for whenever she's showing up as Sheik?
Yeah, like, the other thing, like, Impa's not really magical. Impa's just the leader of the Sheikah and Zelda's guardian. She's not necessarily someone who would have that kind of power, and why would Zelda want to be a dude for 7 years?
Yeah, I think that she's just pretending. Because, like we said, it's documented well in history.
Oh, the other thing is that presumably when Zelda is alone with the Sheikah, she can be herself.
Yeah.
If she was magically transformed into a guy, she never gets to be herself anymore, and that's kind of grim.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. I mean, maybe that's why you considered it more of an act of desperation?
Maybe.
I like it better as a girl.
Yeah, I just like it better.
We like it better.
Sorry. And on the note of Zach's last question, Dustin Mitchell also asked if we're going with Sheikah's Zelda thing. Sheik is Zelda.
It's canon.
I don't know why you're saying it's a thing. It's canon.
It literally says that in Ocarina
of Time.
Also,
Super Smash Brothers, I know is not canon Zelda, but Sheik is Zelda.
Yeah.
Zelda is Sheik. They are the same person. Anyway, does OOT imply with cross-dressing since Zelda dressed up as a guy? I don't know what you mean.
By imply, we're thinking maybe you mean comply?
Or like endorse?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with cross-dressing.
I don't see a problem. People should wear what they want.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure I don't know, I don't cross-dress, so I don't know the cultural, surrounding it, but...
Like, Japanese games tend to be quite for cross-dressing, and even Japanese culture a lot of the time. So, like, in Final Fantasy, Cloud dresses up as a girl at some point. It's, you know, it's a pretty common thing to happen in the games, because games are awesome and progressive sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that, yeah, why not? There's nothing wrong with cross-dressing.
I dress as a boy sometimes, like, I've dressed up as male things, as dress-uppy things.
Yeah, oh, me too.
Yeah, you dressed up as Link.
I dressed up as Raiden too.
Yeah.
Woo!
What's your problem?
Yeah, there ain't no problem here, kids.
And he also asks, if the spirit boss was Ganon's mum, I think that's right, with the spirit temple's boss saying, or I think so, that they were Ganondorf's king of evil mother, does that imply lesbianism? Brackets, I'm sorry if that offends anyone, this is not my intentions. Well, we're certainly not offended. What you mean is the twins.
Twin Rover.
Twin Rover. Took us a little bit together.
Well, they're twins.
Yeah. And it does say that they're sisters, so...
Because they're twins.
Yeah. And they're surrogate mothers.
Yeah, they're not Ganon's literal mum, but they raised him. He had two mums.
Yeah.
But they're sisters, so...
Yeah. So
While it would be cool if he had lesbian mums, which would be fine.
Yeah.
Probably not, because...
They're sisters.
Yeah. Well, this Sauna edition of the Mailbag...
Oh, it's so hot.
It's so... Oh, God. I hope this isn't in real HD.
If you don't know, we live in Perth.
Yeah, Western Australia.
And,
Not Scotland.
No. Not Scotland.
Not Scotland. No, we can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
It's like...
It's so hot. And we can't have the fan on because it affects the sound. So the things we do for you.
Oh, God, you don't even know. Can you see? Oh.
Don't look. It's just...
No cameras.
Yeah. Let's come back next week where theoretically it will not be so hot.
Yeah, winter is coming. Please ask us more questions.
Yeah, thanks for the questions, guys. We didn't get to all the questions, but we will be working through them.
As per usual. And yeah, leave us more because we like to answer questions.
We do. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you like our stuff, please look at our other channel, which is XP Vlog. Yay. Ooh, goodbye.